everybody. Welcome. Welcome to our Friday live stream. Yeah, as you can see, I got my eyes covered. Oh man, I'm making do with what I have. Last live stream I couldn't hear myself, so I didn't like it. So I'm just gonna put my headphones on, even though my hair is all over the place. I'm just a mess, you guys. But we're just gonna have to deal with it here for a few more days. Hopefully, a few more days. Hopefully, I don't have to do this for another week. But yes. So this is how I'm looking right now. All right. Can everybody see me? Can everybody hear me? Yes. Yeah, so I'm wearing these glasses just to be able to reduce the light, right? The blue light. I already went ahead and ordered some blue light glasses to be able to block the blue light and so that I can keep working on the documentary and so that I can keep making videos and live streams with you all. But yeah, I'm just waiting for those to arrive. So once they get here, you'll be able to see, my eyes again. So for now, I'm just here looking like Ray Charles. So hit the road, Jack. You ain't come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. You ain't come back no more. Watch your side, right? Like, which is, hey, Ray Charles is one of the greatest musicians of all time. So hey, I don't mind it. But it does make it a lot easier for me to see this screen in particular, right? This one is all right, the one right in front of me. But the one where I have everything going on, this one is really bright and it has to stay bright because I have a ton of shit going on, right? I have three different things going on. So, yeah. Yeah, rocks in disguise. But yeah, my eye is actually getting better. So, is it better? I don't know, you guys tell me. It's this eye, right? It's my left eye. I do after the live stream, I'm actually going to see an ophthalmologist. I'm going to the VA to be seen. I'm gonna have a specialist check my eyes. So I'm not too worried. I did get the much needed rest that I needed, but yeah, I think I do need these glasses. Let me just put them back on. I'm like, oh my god. Oh god, I can't even do this with my headphones on. All right, guys, give me a second. Oh man, yeah, you guys are just gonna watch me struggle here for a few days. All right, there we go. All right, that's way better. Yes. Yeah, so many of you recommended I get those glasses, and I'm like, why didn't I think of that? I should have, right? Like, I should have done that as soon as I got back home safely so that I can have them already. But hopefully, I'll get them tomorrow, and then we can continue live streaming without me being full disguise, right? Because I don't know, I don't like this very much, but I need it for now at least. I need to keep protecting my left eyeball. So thank you guys so much. I've missed you guys. I will say, as much as I am part of your routine, you guys are part of my routine as well. And I do tend to care a lot more about my mental health than I do my physical health. And so I did get scolded. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for scolding me. Telling me that I need to rest. Even my therapist, she's scolding me too. And she's like, I don't know why you're doing these live streams. You need to sleep. And so I'm like, I think you're right, especially after our last live stream. I think I jumped on it way too soon and without glasses. So I did feel a little not well right after the last live stream. My headache had already come back. So I do think that I jumped way too soon and I got my much needed rest. So I actually, I don't know. We'll see, right? We'll see after my ophthalmologist interview appointment today. We'll see what it's like, but I do feel better. The headache is gone. I'm still feeling a little bit foggy, right? The doctor said that I'm gonna be feeling a little foggy brained for a few more weeks, maybe another week or two, but that's normal. I just need to, keep hydrating, which I am, right? I have all of my waters, and resting my eyes, especially, and then just blocking as much light as I can. So, thank you guys so, so much. Again, you guys are so wonderful. Like I said, I would not be that okay if I didn't have the community that we have here. If I didn't have something that I love doing, which is jumping on these live streams, talking about these cases, and just chatting with you all. I love seeing you all. So thank you guys so, so much. And a special, shout out to everybody who's been, helping me with the donations and stuff. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you. Oh man, I have a whole list. I have a whole list of guys. I want to just thank you all for helping me out, throughout these really rough days, so the thing is, right, apart from missing you all and this being my actual routine, it's something that we've been doing this for almost a year now. On top of that, right, there's also the aspect where, when you're a content creator, you are self-employed. And so it's really hard to take the days off that you need, because when you don't work, you're not getting paid, right? So those are the hard things about this. And so it's something that I've been kind of struggling with for the past few days. But yesterday was good because I didn't have to think about it. I slept almost all day. But yeah, so thank you, Shelly. Thank you, Wilderness Explorer, Explora. And there's a whole list. I'll find it later. Oh God, look, I'm already doing weird things. Here, let me turn this off. But yeah, thank you all so much. And of course, thank you everyone in the chat and everyone in the community who's been sending me, get well wishes. So thank you guys so, so much. I appreciate and love each and every single one of you. So thank you so much. Yeah, yeah, I know. I can't take any sick days. Yeah, that's what happens. It's hard, I took 3 sick days, and you kind of struggle. You're like, oh, you also get that push from YouTube. YouTube is like, hey, where did you go? Like, hey, you're not posting videos anymore. So there's always that weird anxiety as well, where I'm like, I need to be working, right? And it's what I love to do, so it's also very hard for me to not look at my phone, not look at Patreon. I'm working on this documentary and I want to work on it, but it's hard. It's hard, one, because I'm sleepy, and two, because I can't be looking at my phone or screens for that long. So it's been a struggle, but we'll get there. We'll get there. So yeah, thank you guys so much. And yes, we are going to continue today with the interview. We're going to continue with the phone interview between Nichol Kessinger and Kevin Koback, right? As you guys know, right, we're going to be talking about the sand dunes specifically here, because she's going to be asked the question, how long did you stay at the sand dunes? And, this is where Nichol Kessinger struggles with the most basic of questions. It's the most simple question. How long did you stay, right? I said it last time. I'm concussed, right? I still have a concussion. My brain is still like, and even I remember how long I stayed at the sand dunes, right? It was a few days ago. I was there for 2 days, all right? 2 days, 2 nights. That's how long I stayed. And it's interesting that Nichol Kessinger, being fully okay, right? She didn't get a concussion. She doesn't remember shit. So let's go ahead. Yes, Sharon. Yes, laugh is the best medicine. Exactly. And this is why I've missed you guys so much, because this actually makes me feel so much better. Yeah, it's messed up my eyes last time in my head a little bit. But the laughter and talking to you all is what really, it just makes me feel better mentally, right? Mentally, I'm like, you know what? The car is totaled, dealing with insurance, figuring stuff out. But you know what? It's fine. We're laughing here together with the community. So to me, that's really what matters the most, is my mental health, believe it or not. Hey, the physical can heal, but the mental health is definitely a lot harder, right? So thank you guys. I hope you're all doing well as well. So very, very happy to see you guys. All right. Yes. All right. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. Last time we left off where Nichol, of course, she's lying as always. She's saying a bunch of random stuff. Well, I don't know. All right. She's always saying, I don't know. I don't recall. I don't remember. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and listen to what Kevin Koback has to ask her.
In diapers and have accidents,
there we go.
I just feel like the man keeps his house so clean, and she does too. They both must have to coexist in a house that clean. But I just don't see anything in that house smelling.
Okay. All right.
So
Really? Okay, this is where we left off. I remember now, right? Uh, this is Nicole Kessinger's, flawed logic. I can't imagine anything smelling bad in that house, right? Even the bathrooms, even the toilets. They don't even use the toilet at all. They go outside. They dug a hole and they just use the toilet outside because there's nothing smelling bad in that house at all. Like, really, lady? Come on, right? But again, what do we think she's actually saying here? What do we think she's really trying to say? Because she's talking about the sheets. I did talk to a few of you, right? We're going through our theories as well, right? We're talking, asking the question, what is it that Nicole Kessinger is wanting to say here? Because she's talking about the dirty sheets. So, was it her? Is she the one who was supposed to wash those dirty sheets? Is it Chris that was hiding the sheets? Is it because when he was trying to smother the girls, one of the girls had an accident, right? These are all the questions that are popping up when we hear Nicole Kessinger keep talking about these sheets. What's the significance, right? And the thing with Nicole is that I feel that every time that she keeps talking about the same topic over and over, it's because there's some significance to it. So, hey, you guys let me know. I'm going to yeah, even the toilets. Yeah, like, what do they do, right? They they don't sleep on the sheets because 'cause they're not trying to sweat on the sheets, so they sleep standing up, right, like Dracula, or they hang from the ceiling, right, like bats, right? Like, what is it that they do that they don't get stuff dirty? It's so ridiculous, but I'm gonna ask you guys this question because it's a question that we've been, kind of debating here for a while now, I will say. What do we think that Nicole Kessinger means when she's talking about the sheets? What's the significance of the sheets? So that's gonna be the question. What's the significance? Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing a lot better. Even typing, I will say, guys, even typing, I feel a lot better. My eyeballs aren't going, they're not crossing over anymore. So, hey, we're making progress here. All right, what's the significance of the sheets? All right, so number one is gonna be, was it her job to clean the sheets? Sorry, it smells like something's burning. What's that smell? Hold on. Okay, hold on. That's kinda weird. Okay, hold on. I will be right back. It's something smells like it's burning. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. It's the it's the neighbors. Yeah, I'm just so paranoid now. I'm like, "Oh my god, what's that sound?" Yeah, man, I have severe Yes, it's the bad juju. It's the bad juju, guys. I burned some incense though. I was burning some incense earlier and I have sage, so I'm gonna definitely sage the house, sage everything, right? But no, it's it's literally just the neighbors. I'm like, oh my god, what's that? Yeah, the neighbors are having a little cookout because it's Friday. I'm like, oh, duh, the neighbors. Can you imagine? Okay, trying to burn my house down. Yes, either NK or Chris, right? Chris just setting the whole sand dunes ablaze, right? Let's watch it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I pictured. I'm like, "Oh no, is it Chris with a flame on his head?" No, it wasn't. It's just neighbors. Okay. Yes, guys, I'm gonna be paranoid here for a few more weeks. So just hang in there. Just bear with me for a while. All right. So what's the significance of the sheets? The first one is NK was supposed to let me see. So NK was supposed to take care of them, right? So either wash them or whatever. Um Chris The other one was, Chris did something. So either Chris did something to his family with it. Um, and then there was another one. There was another one that we were talking about. So Nicole was supposed to take care of them. Chris did something with them. So he either smothered his children, he's supposed to be washing them or something. And what's the other one? I can't remember, but there was something else. And then the third one, you guys let me know what the third option is. I'm just going to put other, right? I'm just going to put other. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Nice. Tommy's girl, you're looking super cool today. Thanks, thank you. I don't like it. I don't know. I feel like it definitely takes away from the fun, at least for me. But at least I'm able to see the screen and not feel my eyeballs burning. So, oh God, it's just, I keep replaying the accident and it's just so crazy. It's just so crazy. I can't believe that happened. It's fucking crazy. Cosmo, yay! Cosmo, we missed you. Aw, yay, you're back. Yeah. Wasn't the washing machine running when Chris let the police and Nicole in? I don't think so. I don't think the machines were running, but we were supposed to look at those videos, weren't we? Yeah, we can definitely take a look to see if they were, but I don't think they were. But yeah, we can definitely double check. Anyway, yeah, let's NK throwing shade at Chris Watts. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's definitely yeah. Um it's only temporary. I know, it's yeah. And like I said, like once I get my other glasses cuz they're clear, I won't look, I won't look as insane as I do right now. All right, let's continue.
That was why I brought that up, because I was like, whoa, okay.
Very important. Thanks for remembering that.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm really trying to help you guys. I need you guys to help me too. Like,
Yes,
we'll
ma'am.
do this as a team, but just don't
So
fucking let me down,
the
please.
reason why
Did we hear that? This is the part that gets me every time. Is when Kevin thanks her for remembering something. I thank you so much for remembering. You must have hit your head really hard. You don't remember. And Nicole's like, yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying really, really hard to help you guys, but please don't fucking let me down. What does she mean by that? Interesting, right? I think it's very interesting that she is saying, I'm really trying to help you guys, but I need you guys to help me too. Okay, we're going to do this as a team. And as a teammate, I'm letting you know, please don't fucking let me down, Kevin. Right? That is crazy to be telling the police this, okay, over the phone. The CBI. Please, yeah, I'll help you as much as you need. I'll keep remembering things that conveniently just pop up in my head, but make sure that you don't throw me under the bus, Kevin. I think you're pretty handsome. Yeah, I like that fur on your head, right? Or whatever. And, Kevin obviously bought it. He's like, oh, do you? Do you want me to comb it to the side, maybe? And Nicole's like, no, I want you to shave the sides, please. Kevin's like, sorry, no, I can't do that. I can't do that because it's already receding anyway, right? So, oh man, all right. You see, I feel so much better already. All right, guys, let's continue. What
I
happened?
mean,
Oh,
like I said, he always cleans the house, but even if his kids were to be in diapers and like have accidents, like I just feel like the man keeps his house so clean, and she does too. They both must have to like coexist in a house that clean. But like, I just don't see anything in that house like smelling.
Okay. All right.
So that was why I brought that up, because I was like, whoa. Okay.
Very important. Thanks for remembering that.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm really trying to help you guys. I need you guys to help me too. Like,
Yes,
we'll
ma'am.
do this as a team, but just don't
So
fucking let me down,
the
please.
reason why we
what the hell? What in the world does she just say? Please, we need to do this as a team. Please don't let me down. And Kevin, yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna let you down. If anything, some of the other guys might let you down, but not me. What in the world is happening here? What is wrong with Kevin? I've always asked this. What is wrong with Kevin? Oh my god, it is sketchy, Brit. Okay, what's the significance? Okay, so I just want to see where we're at. So NK was supposed to take care. Yeah, I didn't put the rest of it in there. I'm sure you guys figured it out. Yeah, so NK was supposed to take care of them. Chris Watts did something with the sheets or other, right? And then I'm seeing a bunch of other as well. So thank you guys. Yeah, yeah, Kevin had a crush on NK. Absolutely, of course. Yeah, he saw all those brown bikini photos and he just couldn't help it. He's like, oh, I can't wait for this case to be over. I want to ask her out. Like, come on. It's just, ugh. I saw so much unprofessionalism here, and this is why we're still here, right? We're trying to figure out what happened. I'm trying to ask the police what happened, right? With our interviews, there's going to be a lot of interviews that I hope to get for the documentary, and it's going to be some of them. I really do want to ask experts in the field if this is something that is normal, because I don't think it is. But anyway, let's continue.
Can't like I do. I think I did think about this yesterday that I would like to sit down with you once we have your text messages and the phone calls, and we can put them in a some type of easily looking that we can sit down and look at them and compare them, and we can kind of get the context of how everything was going that night. I would like to do that with you. Unfortunately, so the download that we got yesterday is going to take multiple days to be analyzed. I probably won't have it back till next week. And then because you guys did have so many text messages, one of my analysts is working on getting those in order, so we can put something together where we can actually sit down and discuss it. But I do think that's something that I want to do in the near future, sometime probably next.
Did you guys hear that? Kevin is telling her, yeah, we have an analyst who is going to get all of those text messages because there's so many between you guys. We're going to put them in order, and I want to sit down and talk to you about them. And she's like, she's holding her breath. I have a feeling she's definitely holding her breath here. She's like, oh, shit. How much information do they have on me? Because we just hear crickets. Usually, Nicole is the very first one to interject, right? She's already interrupting people, right? Just like Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace doesn't let anybody talk, right? She's constantly interrupting her guests. That's Nichol Kessinger. Nicole's like, no, I'm not going to let you finish. But here, she's like, right? She's like, oh no. She needed to get that breath in, some oxygen into her lungs.
Next week.
I mean, I can do that. I don't mind giving you guys my time. I just need you guys to help me with my employer and try to just help me brace for this media thing and just try.
So I think your personal mental health is the number one issue. So let me help you with that and get a victim advocate to call you, and you can address questions.
That's it. That was interesting. I wonder, did I catch this the first time I did this video? Did you notice how Kevin went from talking to her about the text messages and then she quickly deflected? She changed the subject and said, yeah, I want you guys to help me with my mental health, though. Please help me with my employer. She made it about herself, right? She made it about herself when Kevin started talking about the text messages and the analyst trying to gather all of them and putting them in order. She then talks about, oh, hold on though. I'm not mentally well. Can you guys help me? I'll help you with whatever you want. I don't mind giving you my time. Even the choice of words, very interesting, right? She's the mistress in a quadruple homicide. And she is, she's making it seem like her time is just so important. Oh, it's so valuable. I'm an important person and you should be thankful that I penciled you in today, Kevin, because I'm so busy. Lady, this is an interview into a quadruple homicide. And she's making it seem like the police are just, so privileged to have her there. Oh, thank you so much for giving us your time, mistress. How does that work? What? And then she turns it into, her. She talks about her mental health. Yeah, I'll help you, but I want you to help me first. Wow.
Of employment with them. I think they're better suited to answer those questions than I am. So I would ask you to direct questions to them. If they can't answer them, I'll try to help you as best as I can. I think you have a personal decision to make on what you want to do with your employer. I think you're kind of backed into a corner, and you are gonna. It's a tough decision. Do you want to inform them of what was going on? But I will tell you that I think that when they started looking at information for us, and I clarified this morning because I didn't do some of the work on this, but there was either text messages or emails between you and Chris that were on that were on company related phones.
Bullshit. She's like, no, they weren't just texts, Nicole, right? They were also emails. There were emails. We've seen these emails already, right? We've seen them before. Let's just go ahead and pull them up because it seems that Nicole doesn't remember. So let's just go ahead and remind her. I'm sure she's been reminded many times already, but let's go ahead and pull them up anyway because she's here, saying nonsense. She's saying, oh, they were emails. Yeah. Or sorry, there were texts. Yeah, there were texts, but there were also tons of emails. Right? These are the emails that they were sending to each other the very first time that they met. Oh, Christopher. Oh my goodness. It's just, where are they? If I can find them real quick, because, oh my gosh. I don't know. Maybe my memory is no. I don't know where I put them. Where are they? Oh, here they are. Wait, is it this? Oh, yeah. Okay, no, I can't find them right now. Okay, I'll keep looking for them. I can't remember where I put them in what folder, but yeah, we'll go ahead and pull up those emails. But this is what Nicole is saying, right? She's saying, "Oh yeah, there was communication between me and Chris, but there were texts." And then Kevin's like, "Well, there was also some communication between you and your employer, right? So the employer phone. So let's go ahead and listen to that."
And I clarified this morning because I didn't do some of the work on this, but there was either text messages or emails between you and Chris that were on company related phones or on company related computers that they were privileged to look at, so They already know about you. Okay, so
yeah, I don't know if I'm going to keep my job. I hope they don't fire me for that. I mean, technically, I'm not an APC employee, and he is, and it was his phone and not mine. So,
well, I don't think that's fire. Like, I don't know labor law. I'll just put it that way.
Again, she went ahead and deflected yet again. Kevin is talking about the incriminating text messages, and then she turns it into, I hope they don't fire me because of that. That was his phone. He's the one doing that, not me. I'm making sure that I follow policy. All I do is give free gift cards to all of the men that I find handsome. Other than that, though, it's not my fault. What? Kevin is talking about incriminating emails. All right. This is what he's talking about. Things that she lied about. That's what he's talking about. He doesn't care if Nicole gets fired for this or not. Right. That's why Kevin's like, I don't know anything about labor laws. I don't work for, employee, what is it? I don't work for HR, human resources, or EAP, right? He doesn't work for any of that. But Nicole made it about her yet again. Oh, the emails. Yeah. I don't want to talk about the emails though. Let's talk about the consequences of my job because of those emails. She is amazing. She really is. She's very great at deflecting because now it has Kevin talking about labor law. Why? Why is he talking about labor law? Hello, Kevin, listen to what she's saying. She's talking about something else. Ignore it, right? Ignore what she's saying and go back to the main point. Be like, oh, I don't know anything about labor law, but anyway, let's get back to the point. You did email him, and I have those emails because your employer sent them to us, right? Put the pressure back on her. This is what I don't understand. What is Kevin doing? He's not putting any pressure on this lady at all.
I think that Okay, so
Yeah,
Wow. And then the way he types too, like, what is he doing? Oh my God. He's typing like HIP, right? He's like typing with his elbow, breaking government property. Like, what is he doing? Is that why he got fired? Because he broke the keyboard?
I don't know if I'm going to keep my job. I hope that they don't fire me for that. I mean, technically, I'm not an APC employee, and he is, and it was his phone and not mine. So,
well,
like,
I don't think that's fire. Like, I don't know labor law. I'll just put it that way. I think that, whatever. I mean, people have relationships at work, and you guys were smart enough to stop the stuff. However, you guys did it. Is it an unusual circumstance that two people who got together at their place of employment, this terrible tragedy happened? Yes. Do I think that they are going to do anything to you? I don't think so. I mean, if you read the paper today, you saw they already fired Chris. I mean,
oh yeah, well, as they should, but
right.
I'm hoping they're not going to fire me.
Well,
too.
and I think you need to head that up. I think if it was
Oh, as they should, but I hope they don't fire me too. I didn't do anything wrong but just give away free gift cards. I got a bunch of free events from all of these gift cards that I gave to all of the handsome men. Come on, really? Let's go ahead and look at the emails. I found them. All right, so let's go ahead and see, right? These are the emails that she tried to not talk about. When Kevin brought it up, he's like, oh, yeah, we have a bunch of information between you and Chris. And she's like, yeah, there are texts. And he's like, well, no, there's also emails. And she's like, oh, yeah, I hope they don't fire me for that. Yeah, how about I hope that you don't press charges against me for lying to police, right? Like, how about that? Where's the concern about that? She's pretending to be concerned about her job. Be concerned about the fact that you lied to a government agent about a quadruple homicide when she said, I didn't really even know that he was married and had kids, when the evidence is right here, right? This is the evidence. I'm looking to build a beautiful life. Seems so simple, but is so unrealistic sometimes. Build something similar to what you have done with your wife and those cute little girls. I do believe in karma. So, out of respect for myself and your family, I think it is best that we keep our friendship at work. Right. This is one of the most incriminating emails between Nichol Kessinger and Chris, and she doesn't want to talk about it. She instead would rather talk about her job security. Can you help me find a job, Kevin? Can you tell my employer that I'm just a really awesome person? I'm just such a fucking awesome woman and a breath of fresh air, please. Hello? What about the incriminating messages here, right? And again, this is something that Nichol is great at doing because it completely threw Kevin off guard, and he's like, I'm so sorry. Let me go ahead and call human resources for you. Should I talk to your boss? Do you want me to write you a letter of recommendation? He gets so easily distracted. Let's continue.
This is me, and this is just this is not a professional opinion, it's a personal opinion, because I'm trying to help you as much as I can. I would reach out to your employer and just say, I want to come in and talk to you, but maybe talk to your EAP people first, and let me get you in touch with a victim advocate, because again, I think your mental health.
Oh, here we go. Get in touch with Hazel. Get in touch with your EAP. What does EAP stand for? Employee Advocate Program or something like that. VBUG. Kevin got his badge from Temu and his training from Shein. Yes. Yeah. That's literally where he got his training from. Yeah, he just did some quick online course, It takes 10 minutes, right? That's how quickly he got it. And he printed out the certificate, right, that says, Kevin completed training. And he turned it in to the department. Hello, sir. I saw a sign outside that says, need help, right? So here you go. Here's my certificate. I printed it off Shein. Yeah, I only paid 10 cents for this. So absolutely ridiculous. Wow. You guys are funny. Let's continue.
Is more important right now than even your employment. I want you to make sure that you're comfortable and safe in everything that's happening, and then make some, professional decisions and in regards to your employment. Okay.
Okay.
So let me do that.
And go ahead.
No, I have a couple more questions that don't relate to anything that we just talked about. Is there anything else that you remembered last night that you want to address?
Yeah, a few. So I'm not done yet.
Okay.
And then
I'm not done yet. Okay. So don't hang up the phone on me. I'm not done. All right. I remembered a few more things. And here we go. We're going to hear a bunch of more BS.
And then we can talk about that whole thing too, because I was actually going to see if I could email them today. I was going to email my upper boss, and I was actually going to call her and see and just ask her if she can have. She's Anadarko rep. See if she can have a schedule sit down with my employer Tasman and schedule sit down with the AP. And I want to get in a room with them all at the same time and just give them kind of a brief synopsis of what's going on and just ask them for help and see what they have to say.
Yeah.
But I was going to.
I think that's a good plan.
Say to them and just ask your opinion on it, because I don't want to give them too much.
You do not need to tell them anything about the investigation or anything about what we discussed. From my standpoint, the investigative pieces that we've talked about, and specifically things that relate directly to why something may have happened, or time frames or things like that, they don't need to know that. I think
Kevin just took the bait, didn't he? He just took the bait. Look at what they're talking about now, when he should be talking to her about this email right here. Why isn't he talking to her about this? Who cares that Nichol needs help right now with her mental health? She is a suspect, in my opinion. So her mental health at this point is the least of their concerns, or it should be. It should be the least of their concerns, because they're still in the middle of an investigation. So what is Kevin doing? What's he doing? Hello? Ask her about this email. Ask her. Right? But he's not doing it because he's like, oh, it's okay. I should get you together with Hazel. She is great. She's going to give you a back massage. She's going to tell you where to do yoga, the cheapest places in Denver. She's going to give you all of the beta. She's going to give you all of the deets, right? Why are we talking about this? Ask her about the email, Kevin. What is he doing? Completely just, oh my God, just complete distraction. He's like, oh, I don't even remember what I was asking. Wow. Again, Nichol I give it to her. I give her credit because she deserves the credit. This woman was able to get away with whatever she was involved in because she was so smart about it. I completely think that she's a genius at what she did here. Right. She was able to squirm her way out, right? Slither her way out of any kind of repercussions because of the way that she's able to manipulate people. But you guys let me know what you think. Exactly, Nidia. Yeah, he falls for it every single time. Every time.
Oh, I wasn't going to tell them that. I was just going to let them know that I was.
You were in a relationship with him.
Case, and that I'm like a witness to this case, and that right now it's pretty quiet. But in a few weeks, given how everything goes, it might become kind of a media frenzy. And I was just going to tell them, I didn't commit any crimes, and I'm not in trouble. But
I didn't commit any crimes. My throat just got parched. Hold on, Kevin. I didn't commit any crimes, though. Did we hear that? That was the first time ever that I've heard Nichol Kessinger clear her throat. Let's go ahead and listen to that again. Again, right? She's calling herself a witness here. She's like, I just want you all to know that I'm the witness, right? Kevin, please let the media know that I'm not involved in this. I didn't commit any crimes. I'm just a witness. Okay, let's go ahead and listen to that again.
In a few weeks, given how everything goes, it might become kind of a media frenzy. And I was just going to tell them, I didn't commit any crimes, and I'm not in trouble. But working with the prosecutor to try to help to bring some closure to this horrible thing, and then
What? The lady couldn't even hold it back, even via phone, right? She's on the phone. She could have literally muted herself if she wanted to, clear her throat. That's what I do when I'm here and I'm like, okay, I need to clear my throat. This is why sometimes you can't hear me because I mute myself and then I forget to unmute myself. It's because I'm clearing my throat, right? She could have done that, but she didn't. So this tells me that even through the phone, she couldn't help it, right? Her body was literally giving her away, that she had to clear her throat at exactly that second, right? And again, it could just be coincidence. Sure, she really did get parched at that time. She's like, "Oh no. Too much air is going into this room right now. I don't have humidifiers, so my throat is a little parched." And that's why she had to clear it. I don't think so. I don't think so. We haven't hear at least for me, I haven't really heard her clear her throat that many times, except when right now that she had to cough up yeah, Tootsie. Yeah, she had to cough up a hairball. Exactly. Why? Yeah, because she's clearly choking on all her lies. Exactly, Heather. This is her body giving her up. Her body's like, "You're lying, so I'm gonna make you choke." That was interesting. Let's go ahead and listen to that. I just want to listen to it again because it was weird.
it's pretty quiet. But in a few weeks, given how everything goes, it might become kind of a media frenzy. And I was just going to tell him, like, I mean, I didn't commit any crimes, and I'm not in trouble, but
Right.
I'm working with the prosecutor to try to help to bring some closure to this horrible thing, and then just tell them, like, I don't think the media is going to portray a very nice picture of me, and it's just an unfortunate circumstance, and
I think that your projection of whatever is going to happen with the media can be reserved until that time. I know that's like your biggest fear in this, but right now I wouldn't address anything that hasn't happened. I think I would simply tell them, look, I am involved in this case. I'm a witness. And I, whether or not, I think they already know it, and I'm sure Andarko is going to talk with whoever your employer is to make them aware of that. And then, hey, I had a relationship with this guy, and that's all they need to know. They don't need to know anything else. And then, I mean, you have to protect your employment and your personal well-being. So think of the best way to do that, and just minimal information. You don't have to tell them very much, but I do think you're on the right track of getting ahead of it. But again, I'm not an attorney, especially a labor attorney. So you have to make decisions for yourself on that. But some of the people here in the victim advocate realm may be able to give you some better advice than I.
I was hoping to do that today.
Sure, I will make a phone call today and
get the ball rolling on this.
Yep.
Because I would like to either go to work on Monday or
Yep.
figure out what is going
Yeah.
on with a fresh
God.
week, and try to put my
Yep.
life together, because I think it will help.
Yeah, I think getting back to work and not sitting there and dwelling on this at every moment is going to be very beneficial to you. So
Dwelling? I don't think she's dwelling. I think that she's mostly just really worried, right? And anxious about what the police have on her. So that's why she's going insane. She's going crazy in her own mind. I do believe that she was going back and making sure, did I get this off my phone? Did I make sure that I deleted this? Let me Google this to make sure that I'm off the hook, right? This is what she's really worried about here. She's saying, I want this done now because I want you guys to make sure that I'm a victim and not a suspect, right? So it's almost like she's pressuring Kevin to do these things for her, and that will kind of give her closure, right? Knowing that the CBI agent is calling mental health help for Nichol. I think that this is what makes her feel a little less anxious about it. I think that it makes her feel safe, knowing that Kevin is already doing these things, right? He's actively trying to get her mental health help. Because, I mean, what else would she be worried about at this point, right? Oh, I want to get back to work. I'm trying to get my life back in order. No, I think that it's really that she's worried about what the police have on her. She wants to make sure that she's not going to get arrested and that she's not going to go to prison for the things that she did. So, that is why, in my opinion, she is pressuring him to do this today. I'm trying to get this done today. I need to know today that you're not going to charge me with anything, right? This is the vibe that I'm getting. But yeah, you guys let me know. Let's continue.
So I will reach out to those people who handled that today. If I had a name, I'd give it to you. I don't, but I'll see who's available. Okay. So
Okay.
what other?
I want to reach out to them today.
Okay. As soon as we're done here, I'll make that my next priority.
Thank you.
What other things is there that you thought of last night?
So I don't know when this phone conversation happened. I think that this was Monday at some point as well. I think
Monday at some point as well. Notice how she's dragging it out, right? She's buying cognitive time, right? As we have learned from Veroscope. Kevin asked her, "What more did you remember? Because you're calling me, letting me know I remember more stuff. So, what is it that you remembered?" And she's like, let's see, what can I make up right now? Let me just make up some bullshit. Oh, yeah, on Monday, right? And then she drags it out because she's trying to buy that time to come up with some other thing that she supposedly remembered, right? I think that this whole time she's just doing damage control. She's not actually helping police. She's not remembering things. She wants to know what they have on her. And so every time that Kevin stops her and he's like, "Okay, well, we're done talking about this. Now let's talk about the memories that you supposedly have." She's like, "Oh, damn. I thought you all had already forgotten about that." Right? This is what she's doing here. Thank you so much, you guys. Aw, thank you, Ratitude, for the 30 jewels. Aw, thank you. Yeah, this is what she's doing. It's definitely, we get the vibe that she's buying that cognitive time to be able to find something else to say. Let's go ahead and listen to what she says.
I think it might have even been the same phone conversation as him washing the sheets and everything.
Jeez.
I think it might have been the same conversation.
Spit it out.
He informed me that her friend Nikki's son.
Okay, she's taking way too long. Just spit it out, woman. Just say the shit, right? Like, what is going on here?
I think.
All right, I do want to time how long it takes for her to spit it out, because she's definitely stalling here. She's stalling. She's like, "Damn, what else should I say?" All right, let's go ahead. I'm gonna time it because this is crazy. Like, why is it taking so long? She's not concussed. All right. Even my words are coming out. Are they coming out pretty, fast, right? I mean, sure, I'm a little bit slower than I usually am, but I'm not like, "Hey guys." Right? Like, it's and for her though, it's taking forever. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to time it. All right, so I'm going to put a little timer here and then time it until she actually says the thing, right? Because she's like, so let's go ahead and see what she says.
But I'll see who's available. Okay. So what other?
I want to reach out to them today.
Okay. As soon as we're done here, I'll make that my next priority.
Thank you.
What other things is there that you thought of last night?
So I don't know when this phone conversation happened. I think that this was Monday at some point as well. I think it might have even been the same phone conversation as him washing the sheets and everything. I think it might have been the same conversation. He informed me that her friend Nikki's son was at the house when the cops came, and he was running all over the house and up and down in all the rooms. And at this point, I was like,
I mean, I could have actually kept going, right? Because she hasn't even finished. She's like, okay, at this point, I was like, so if anything, it has taken her almost a whole minute to come up with Nicole Atkinson and Nick Atkinson's story, right? It took her almost a whole minute. Or is she drunk? Right, right. So I could have kept going, but I stopped at 43 seconds. And this was after the ums and the I think it was on this day at this point. I think it was on Monday. It might have even been the same phone call, but um Nicole, right? Like it's like just spit it out, lady. It took her almost a whole minute to say that one thing. Very easy. Like why is it taking her so long?
well, is anything missing? Because I was thinking on Monday that this girl had just left for the night. So I was like, well, maybe if she's staying with Nikki or somebody, maybe she forgot some stuff. So maybe they're sending, they're like sending him in, like, hey, go get a toothbrush or go get this or go get that. Like, I didn't know. And so he's like, yeah, this little kid was like running all over my house and in all the different rooms in the house. And I was like, well, is anything missing? And he was like, well, I think there's some blankets missing from my kids' rooms, but I don't think he took them. I think she did.
Okay.
That is such a dumb thing to remember, isn't it? I mean, at least for me, this is what she wanted to talk to the police about. Oh, he told me that someone took the sheets. That's the big memory? Really? This is why she's calling Kevin Koback at 2 in the morning. Kevin, I remembered. Um, I think it was on this day, but Chris told me about the sheets. That's what took her forever to spit out. That. The sheets again. Why is she bringing up the sheets again? Okay, we still have the poll up. So, yes, right, we have 99 votes in, and we still think that Nichol Kessinger was supposed to take care of them. This is why we think that Nichol Kessinger was supposed to do something with those sheets. Here we go again. She's talking about Nick Atkinson being in the house, running up and down. Running up and down is what she says. He's just running everywhere, finding things, right? As we know, it was Nick Atkinson, the one who found the phone. He found Shanann's phone under the cushion of the couch upstairs. And so, I don't know, but in my opinion, I think that Nichol Kessinger is freaking out. She's freaking out about the things that Nick found. It's crazy to her, I think, that Nick found the phone. She's probably like, how did he even find that, Chris? Didn't you hide it better? And Chris is like, well, I don't know. I thought I could just put it under the cushions. But no, that's not what happened because Nick still found them, right? And I think this is another one of Nichol Kessinger's little strategies, right? She's giving information that she supposedly remembers because she's trying to get information back from Kevin. She's like, I don't know. Chris told me that some things are missing. Are they missing, Kevin? You tell me, right? She's, basically trying to get information from Kevin by her giving just very little crumbs, right? She's dropping little hints here and there. And of course, Kevin is going to tell her, oh, I don't remember seeing anything missing in the house, like an idiot, right? Like an idiot. He's going to be like, no, I think you're okay. You're definitely okay. Whatever you were supposed to hide, it was already found. Oh my goodness.
So he said, little kid, do you know how old this man was or boy was?
Oh, Nikki's son? I don't know.
Okay.
I think he's like 10 or 12. Like, I think he's yeah, I don't know. I think he's like 10 or 12. Like, old enough to, like, process information and run around house.
I think he's 10 or 12. He's old enough to process information and run around the house. Process information? I mean, even babies are processing information, right? Like, what does she mean by this? But again, it's the way that she explains Nick, right? And even Kevin's like, well, how old was this man or boy? 10 or 12 is what she says. Oh, he's old enough to process information. To me, that sounds like she is paranoid, right? Doesn't it sound like, yeah, 16 maybe? Exactly. Isn't he older than 10 or 12? But I think that she is really paranoid here. She wants to know what Nick found. She wants to know what it is that the police know about her. So that's why she's doing these things, right? She's giving this extra, information. Oh, I think it was this Nick boy. Old enough to process information. Do you know what he processed, Kevin? Do you know? Does he know what a murder is? Of course. Of course he does. Like, come on. Yes, exactly. Trying to plant seeds of shade. Yeah, exactly, Shelley. Yeah, she's definitely paranoid. Yeah, she hated Nick going from room to room in her new house. Yes, exactly. Love Buzz, you reek of guilt, NK. Exactly. This is all very guilty type of vocabulary that we're hearing from Nichol Kessinger.
So he said he thought that the kid didn't take him, but that maybe Shanann had taken him.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a weird. Okay. So
Kevin's like, that's kind of weird. Why are you telling me this?
Nikki Sonny's like 10 to 12, and I'm just making some notes. Just a sec.
Take your time.
She's shitting herself. I think she
Okay.
is.
What else?
Oh, let me see.
Yeah, notice how that memory was not sufficient for Kevin. He's like, I don't really care about this. This is not even useful information. He even said, this is kind of weird. Why are you telling me this? And he's like, okay, let's ignore that. What else? Tell me more. And she's like, oh, what else? Let me see. Let me think. Yeah, that's because he wasn't satisfied with this memory. This memory does nothing. It doesn't get them closer to the truth. It doesn't get them any closer to anything. It's no evidence of absolutely nothing. Lucky, thank you so much. Aw, for the documentary. Roly Poly says hello. Hi, Roly Poly. Aw, thank you. I appreciate you so much for the super chat. Let's go ahead and celebrate. I can definitely move a little more today. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. Yeah, her last live stream, I was still a little like, "Ding," right? I couldn't even move that much. And my tooth is a lot better too. I hope that I didn't, punch my tooth out, but yeah, I'm definitely doing a lot better here. um, there's an interview I think Roxy should do a live on. His last name is Colum. He knew Chris, was a friend and a neighbor of Chris. He knew Shanann too, but knew Chris better. Oh, interesting. Tommy's girl. Do you mind, I don't know, screenshotting that video and posting it in the community? I'll definitely check it out. Thanks, Matt. Aw, thank you. Oh, I appreciate you so much for the 250 jewels. Thank you. Aw, you guys are so sweet. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, go ahead and post that. If you can't post the link on the actual community, just go ahead and take a screenshot and post it. I'll definitely take a look. All right, let's continue.
I don't know. I feel like I had a list in my head and I almost wrote it down, but I didn't want to put it on paper.
How about this? And I was going to mention this last night, but I think both of us were pretty tired, and we were there for a long time yesterday. So if you have a thought,
Wow.
keep a notepad and a pen and paper with you and write it down, and then that way you don't lose it. That way, and then you can just call me and we can discuss it, and we're done, and then move on. Then you don't have to think about it anymore. Does that sound like a decent idea?
It does.
Okay.
I don't know what else I was going to tell you. When we FaceTime too. So let me go back to that too. So
Okay.
I think all of this was on Monday. So I think both the comments about the blankets and the sheets were on that first phone call on Monday. And then directly after that phone call, there was like a brief FaceTime. And when I FaceTimed him, he was laying on a bed that didn't have any sheets on it.
Oh, here we go. The sheets yet again. She doesn't, oh my goodness. She does not shut up about the sheets, does she? Wow. Kevin even told her, like, if you remember these things and you have a list in your head, how about you write them down for me? And Nicole's like, yeah, I think that's a good idea too, Kevin, because my head, I just don't remember anything anymore. Write them down, lady. If you have all these memories, just write them down. But she won't because she doesn't actually have memories. So, what she's doing is the same exact thing. Oh, yeah, let me talk about the sheets. He was sleeping on a mattress with no sheets. Let's go back to the sheets again.
Okay.
And I remember, and he was like in just like a little wife beater top, and he didn't really say much. It was like he wanted me to talk to him. He's like, I just wanted to see your face. And he like wanted me to talk to him, but he was like kind of quiet. And actually, that was why I got off the phone with him and went and did laundry. And then so I would call him back on the phone, because when we were FaceTiming, it was like kind of weird. I was like, I don't really know where this is going. Like, you're not really having a conversation with me.
So
like,
he was just removed. He wasn't very engaged in the conversation.
he was just like really fixated on like me. Like, I bet you if I wouldn't have talked, he would have been okay with it.
Oh my God. This lady, every opportunity that she can get, she talks about herself. I think that he was just fixated on me. I'm just such a fresh, what is it? A breath of fresh air. I'm just such a fucking amazing woman. So he's fixated on me through the FaceTime. I think that if we didn't talk, he would have just been so okay staring at my face. Okay, that's a memory that is worth bringing up in a quadruple homicide. How is that important? What, he wants to stare at your face for 3 hours straight and not say anything. That's what she wants to talk about? The sheets yet again. Oh my goodness. Where is this going?
Just staring at you.
Just yeah. Just staring at you, says Nicole. Or says Kevin. And Nicole's like, yeah. Because apparently Chris was just staring at her. Like, this eyeball is just spinning, right? And it's like, and Chris is literally just staring at her dead eyed, right? Brain dead, like he always looks. That's what she's talking about at this point. What's the point? Again, spit it out, Nicole. If there's anything of importance, just tell him.
I mean, it was just like, it was really brief too. Like, it was super short, and I was just like, this is not going anywhere. And I remember telling him, like, I will call you back, but let me go do some laundry. So I like got out of bed and went and threw some clothes in the dryer that I had forgot to put in the dryer prior to laying down.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Eric Issa. Yeah, I think she's purposely confusing Kevin by jumping all over the place, redirecting and deflecting. Yeah, this is exactly what she's doing. She's all over the place. She's like, oh, yeah, let me talk about this. Let me talk about that. Actually, let's go back to the sheets. Oh, yeah, there was a call in between. And then we FaceTimed. And oh, yeah, then this other thing happened. Because Kevin is all scattered brain, right? He's scatterbrained. He's like, oh, can you repeat that? I already forgot. This is exactly what she's doing. She's a master manipulator. She was able to do it in person. And I think she's even more successful on the phone, right? I think she's more successful because she's able to just be like, oh, I don't know. And then you can't even see her facial expressions. You can't see her body movement. You can't see what she's doing. She probably is drunk, right? She's probably just taking a shot every time that she feels nervous. And then she answers a question. She's like, I don't know. Right? Because Kevin isn't staring at her. So I think that she's definitely a lot more successful confusing Kevin because she's on the phone. Aw, Karen, thank you so much. Aw, you're so sweet. Hope you're feeling better. Hugs to you. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat, Karen. Let's celebrate. Celebrate, Karen. Celebrate. Let's celebrate. Yay. Look, I can move. Yay. Okay, maybe not too much. All right. Maybe not too much, or I'm gonna end up sounding like Nichol Kessinger, slurring my words. Oh man. Did Kevin get fired? I hope he did. Vodka pong. Let's continue.
And then, I don't know, I think I
Oh no,
must have
it's
did like one or
over.
two other little quick things, and then I got back in bed and then called him back on the phone, and that's when that second long phone call started.
Okay.
And then I got back in bed, and then, that's when that second phone call started, right? Even the way that she says it, I got back in bed. Why is this over? I thought it continued. That's interesting. Okay, well, just go ahead and keep listening to the next interview then. I thought I kept going. But this is what this is what Nichol Kessinger is saying, right? She's like, "Oh, I got up. I forgot the sheets, right? I forgot the laundry that I was supposed to be doing. So I was doing it at almost 10 at night. And then there was an interview or why do I keep saying interview? Like I keep saying interview. There was a FaceTime call in between, so right in here. And then she says, I got up for the FaceTime and I put the laundry away and then I laid down back in bed and then got into the second big phone call, right? This is what she wants to focus on, these two phone calls, because again, she doesn't want to she doesn't want to bring any attention to the phone calls that happened after that, which was at midnight, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, the little phone calls where she was playing phone tag with Chris and the police. So, wow. Yeah. This is what Nicole does. She knows how to deflect. She is a master manipulator.
Today is August 21st, 2018. This is Agent Kevin Koback from the 5-6.
Okay, Kevin, let's just go ahead and fast forward this part.
Okay.
I just want you to introduce yourself again for the tape recorder. Just say your legal name for me, and then we'll get started.
Okay, it's Nichol Lee Kessinger,
And your birthday, Nicole?
July 3rd, 1988.
And you go by Nikki, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Oh my goodness. What's up with the breathing here? What's going on there? Is this how she was breathing in the other interviews?
Alrighty. So you texted me this morning. We had a brief conversation regarding some new information that you remembered from just reflecting on what's been going on with this case. So
Yeah.
you want to start with that? So did you write some things down?
I did. So
Okay.
they're kind of out of order. They kind of just...
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There's the but, right? She always says, yeah, but, right? There's always a but in there somewhere. In the last call, Kevin asked her to write these down. Write them down, Nicole. I don't want you to keep forgetting. I don't want you to keep calling me, wasting my time, calling me at 2 a.m. If we're not going to have mobile Twister, please don't call me, right? He's like, I only want you to call me if you have memories. And because Nicole doesn't remember anything, he asked her to write it down. And so this time this is the first question that he asked. Did you write them down? And she says, yeah, but they're all out of order, right? So there's already an excuse in there. So she said, yes, I did the thing that you asked me to do, to write down my memories, but unfortunately, Kevin, it's just scattered all over the place, right? It's still out of order. So even though I wrote them down, it's still not accurate. She's already deflecting. She's already making excuses for what she's about to say.
Are as they came to my head.
Sure.
So we'll go over them in the order that I wrote them down.
That's fine.
Oh my goodness.
So I was thinking about the whole, what is the name of the stuff she sold for Lavelle?
Thrive.
I'm sorry?
Thrive.
Thrive, that's right. I was like, it starts with a T and I'm trying to blank. So I started thinking,
Oh, please. Really? She's claiming she doesn't know what Shanann sold. She's like, what's that thing that she sold? It starts with a T. I just can't remember. Thrive. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I did check her Facebook all the time, so I know it was Thrive. I was just trying to pretend like I didn't know because I never check her Facebook. That's what I think she was doing here. Let's go ahead and end the poll. I want to know what you guys think about this part. Did she actually forget? I don't think so. I think she knows exactly what Shanann sold, right? She even says, I know it starts with a T. Okay, then just go down the list of T's, right? Turtle? No, it's not turtle. It's definitely not turtle. Is it tea, right? Tea, actual tea? No, it's not tea that she sold. What was it? It starts with a T though. Um, what could it be? Trucks? No, it's not trucks. What's the other T word, right? Like, come on, lady. Okay, what do we think? Did she forget? Did Nicole really not know what Shanann sold? I want to see what you guys think. Did Nicole really not know what SR? I'm gonna put SR right as for Shanann Rusek. So is it Rusek? Rusek? Um, for SR, did not know what SR sold. All right. And NK. All right. Did NK really not know what Shanann sold? Of course she did. I think she did. How could she not? Yes, no, and then the last one is maybe so. Yes, no, maybe so. All right, there we go. Oh man. Exactly, Anna. Yes, she would probably tell us how many pores Shanann had on her face. She knew everything about Shanann and the family dynamics, right? She knew everything that Chris enjoyed. She knows what the girls did, what they wore, everything. Because I believe that she was all up in Shanann's Facebook. Chris was covered in Thrive patches all the time. Exactly, Boops. Exactly. Patches said Thrive on them. Yes. Yes. She even said it herself that she was so afraid he's losing weight. Oh, he's getting so skinny. Is it the Thrive patches? Yeah, do they have cocaine in them, right? That's what she's worried about. Oh, it was probably the Thrive that made him snap and annihilate his family. She finds every little thing to blame except for her. So she knows that these were Thrive patches. I just want to see what you guys think though. All right, let's continue.
Thinking about this whole Thrive thing because I remember that we spoke at the end of last week and you were asking what I thought of it, and I made it clear that I didn't understand it. And the reason I had a hard time understanding it was because I didn't understand how people who were living sedentary lifestyles and had poor diets were losing so much weight on this program. And Chris was never able to tell me what was in it. Like not always, but when we first met, he was like, you should try this stuff, you should try this stuff. And I never wanted to. I was uncomfortable with it because I didn't know what it was.
Enough said. Enough said. You know what I think is happening here? Again, this is just my opinion. You guys let me know. A few things are happening here with Nicole, right? This is the first thing that she supposedly remembered, so she wrote it down. So she's saying that the Thrive, so one thing she's doing, she's blaming it on Shanann, right? This is one of the things that she's doing. She is already trying to put blame on the Thrive product that Shanann sold. So in a way, she's saying, you know what? Maybe you should look into Thrive because I don't know what's in those patches. I have no clue. Chris wore so many of them. Maybe it drove him crazy and it made him snap and kill his family. So that is one thing that she's doing. The other, and this is I think this is the most sinister of all, is that I think that Nicole actually talked to Chris about this. I think that Chris was wearing these patches, and because she's so envious and she already hated Shanann, anything that was related to Shanann, she absolutely despised. So I think that she made it a negative for Chris. Chris, I think that at that point, he didn't really care. He's like, oh, yeah, well, I'm wearing these patches. You want to try them? And Nicole's like, no. What your wife sells, I don't know what's in that shit. It's probably a bunch of poison, Chris. You don't even know what she's selling. I mean, she works for an MLM. I mean, that's already a pyramid scheme. She is part of a Ponzi scheme. Did you not know that? That's probably why you're so poor. Yeah, you don't have any money because she's part of a pyramid scheme, okay? And on top of that, I don't know even know what's in those patches. Who knows? You're probably getting poisoned by that. That's what she sells. Oh, hell no. Right? That is what I believe. Maybe not in the same the same mannerisms, but I do believe that this is something that she pushed back on. And if Chris was wearing these things, I think that she made it sound really, really bad. Because again, it's something that Shanann was selling. And she didn't like it. She's like, nope. Anything that she sells, anything that she does, all of it is negative. Lexus, I don't even like Lexus, even though she probably did before, but she doesn't anymore. White, I don't even like the color white. That's probably why she sold her truck, right? Maybe not. Probably not, right? She probably sold her Forerunner for other reasons, hiding evidence. But I think that, yes, I think that the part of it was Nicole pushing all of these ideas into Chris, and it got to him. Chris is like, "You know what? You're right. I have no idea what's in these patches. It probably is very unhealthy." Right? And knowing Nicole, knowing that she was part of this, fitness community, she's like, "You know what? I do this all natural, Chris. If you're trying to get abs, just go with me to the gym. It's core day on Wednesdays. Don't wear that shit. I don't even know what's in it." Right? This this is the idea that I get from Nicole. These are the things that I believe that she was telling him, and that's why Chris bought it. He's like, "Yeah, you're right. She's poisoning me." What do you guys think? You guys let me know. Yeah, that car. Exactly, Just Josie. That car, that house, those shoes, that woman, that girl, right? It's the way that she says it. There is so much contempt behind everything regarding Shanann. And I think, yeah, including the patches. Even if the patches are completely harmless, right? She's still gonna hate it. She's still gonna make it a negative so that Chris can become discouraged. Oh my goodness. This is so insane, the things that she does. And again, it takes a while, right? It takes a while for us to listen to it, go back and then listen to it again because she says a lot of things. That's why she bought a brown bikini for what? Yes, and Kay didn't give a shit except for stalking those people. Exactly. Yeah, those people, right? Yeah, that couple. Yes, yeah. Yeah, that's what she's trying to imply. Yeah, she's definitely bringing it back and putting it back on Shanann yet again, right? She's definitely doing some victim blaming here, but it's very subtle in this case. Yeah, let's continue.
And I even had looked on their website, and I still didn't completely understand it. And so I just I stayed away from that. And not only that, I mean, he told me, the only things he pretty much told me is it gives you energy, and it's like a weight loss supplement. And I'm not trying to lose any weight. Like, I don't need that. And I didn't feel like I needed the energy either. So
I don't need any of that, Chris. Look at me. Does it look like I'm trying to lose weight? I don't know how people that live sedentary lifestyles like your wife, I don't know how she is able to lose all this weight. I do it because I live in the gym, Chris. I'm part of the community, the fitness community. What? Yeah, again, envy. I think it's all envy. She goes ahead and says, I don't need this shit. I don't need this crap. I already lose weight on my own, Chris. What is this? Come to the gym with me. This is how you do it all natural. I can see right through this lady, okay? And this is via phone, right? This is audio that we have from her. And I think all of you, right? All of us can definitely see right through her BS. We know what she's alluding to here. She's putting the blame on patches. How ridiculous is this, right? And of course, you have people who will run with it. You have people like Cindy Watts and that, the group of twatters, right? They want to call us shiners. They're called twatters. And this is thank you to the community. You guys came up with that. You guys came up with that verb, okay, or that verb, that word. It's twatters. That's what they're called. So yeah, I think that a lot of the ideas came from Nicole, from Cindy Watts, right? From the twatters to go ahead and just blame it on Thrive products. Now, I will say Thrive, or Lavelle, I should say, I think it's an evil company. I think that the founders of that company, I think they should be in prison because the way that they run the company is definitely very much, it's organized like a pyramid scheme, definitely a Ponzi scheme type of deal. But the way that they're able to get away with it is by selling real products, right? And so the real products that they're selling are these patches, which is why the federal government allows this type of MLM to continue. But there is a very gray line between Ponzi scheme and selling products, right? And so they're kind of in between there. But I think MLMs are absolutely evil. They target vulnerable women, women who want to, become entrepreneurs, who want to be able to have the time to work from home and also take care of their children. And that's why these MLMs are so absolutely predatory, very evil. But again, it's not the fault of the victims, right? Everybody who joins these MLMs, they don't do it because they know that it's an evil company. They don't do it because they know that they themselves are being exploited and that they are exploiting others. It is just the way that the system works, right? The government allows it because they still haven't broken the law because they're selling this bullshit product, which of course I will say I think Thrive, those patches are absolutely stupid. I don't know anybody who would buy them, but I mean, we can definitely look at them. I researched them a while back just to see what they were selling and how really I wanted to understand why these MLMs even exist and how they're not Ponzi schemes, right? That was my biggest question was how does the government allow this crap to still continue? But yeah, they're able to because they sell garbage. I don't think these patches work at all. I think they are trash. I really do. But again, it's not the fault of the women that are selling. I mean, they do believe that they are part of this, that they're part of this entrepreneurial group of women who are empowering themselves and empowering one another. But it's all bullshit, right? Of course. So when we look at it that way, yeah, absolutely, this is crap. Vitamins you can feel. Come on, no, I don't believe this shit. Just take some regular vitamins, right? The Flintstones vitamins. If anything, those are way better. Take some little gummy vitamins. This is all garbage. I don't believe this. Look at this. Over 3 billion in lifetime sales. Yeah, because of the fucking Ponzi schemes. Yeah, over 10 million customers worldwide. Again, because it's a Ponzi scheme, in my opinion. Yeah, but anyway, I think the founders need to be just stopped. But that's just me, right? We're getting into something else here. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue.
He never pushed it again, and I never, like, he always wore the Thrive patches, and I never questioned it. It was.
Yeah, let's go ahead and stop here. I do want to I want to talk with you all and really talk about this in particular. So what do we think? Yeah, exactly, Shelly. They sold a shitty pipe dream. 100%. Yeah, they sell snakes or snakes. Oh my God, Sunlime. I said they sell snakes. I'm like, what? What kind of snakes? Boa constrictors, anacondas, right? Why didn't they sell one to Nicole? Sorry, you sell you meant they sell shakes, right? Yeah, yes, and snack bars. I'm like, snakes? What? Can you imagine these women are going door to door? Hello. We have here some vitamins and some snakes. Which one would you like? The vitamins revitalize you, right? They give you energy. And if you want, you can also get a free snake, right? Imagine someone's selling you snakes. Whatever you want. You want a cobra? Yeah, I have one of those. Hold on. Let me check my backpack real quick. Pulling all out kind of snakes like psh, psh, psh. Oh man. Boops. And when they don't sell enough to pay for their car, many buy more product themselves. Exactly. That they can't sell. Yes, it's a vicious cycle. Absolutely. I'm glad we all agree that MLMs are a vicious and predatory scheme. And they exploit vulnerable people. And they really do. This is exploitation. 100% exploitation. I'm sure there's studies on this. I'm sure there's a lot of papers that talk about these very same very exploitative types of companies that exist here. Yeah, big old Britney Spears, right? I'm a slave for you, right? And she's, all of these El Lavelle people are jumping rope and everything with the snakes, with the snakes around their necks. Oh man, the scheme, the snake. Oh man, yes, exactly. I wonder what NK would be telling us if she would listen to the opposite of everything she says. Yes. Oh man. Yeah, it's like any supplements. On I'm on that I'm sorry. Oh my god. Like, let me read this again. It's like any supplements. I'm one that needs supplements to be healthy. Right, yes. And me too. I mean, I take prenatal vitamins. I'm not even, I'm not here, trying to have a baby or anything, but I take prenatals because there's so much vitamin in there and, it keeps my hair looking like this and it gets my it makes my nails really thick and healthy, So many, there's a lot of benefits of taking certain vitamins, but I do believe that Thrive, those vitamins are very overpriced. The promises are bullshit. I don't think that, there's a lot of overpromising there and I don't believe any of it. And of course, right, the way that they sell these products, it's not really mostly about the selling of the products rather than recruiting people, right? This is how they're actually able to profit in this company is you recruit people. The more people you recruit, the more people buy these products. So in reality, it is the same people who are working for the company that are the ones buying the product and then trying to sell it. So it's just evil all around. Yeah, but yes, I really wanted to talk to you about this because I've always wondered, right? Like what the hell? Why do these companies even exist? But anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much. Yeah, thank you for all of your opinions and your experiences with all of these different type of supplements. Yeah, I take some multivitamin and folic acid. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, multivitamin, C, D every day. Exactly, right? Some iron. I'm a little iron deficient, so I've got my iron pills. I got my vitamin D pills, and those are all great. Just get them at Target. I don't know, get them at Walmart even, right? But don't get them from Thrive or Lavelle or whatever. Anyway, all right, let's continue.
like what he did. But one thing I do remember him mentioning to me when he first tried to introduce me to Thrive was that you needed one patch a day. And when he would hang out with me, he always wore two. Always wore two.
Okay.
And I don't know
Do you remember where he wore them?
Yeah, so he would usually wear one on like his left bicep area, and then sometimes he would wear another one on the right side in the same spot, or he would wear it on his like lower back.
Okay.
But he always had two, and I remember thinking like, I thought you only needed one of these. Why are you using two? And I never questioned it because for me, I mean, like I never questioned him about it because to me, I just felt like since I wasn't involved with that program and I didn't want to be involved, it wasn't really my position to question him.
Sure.
I don't think so. I think she definitely questioned him. Yeah, what do we think? Let's go ahead and see the poll here. Did NK really not know what SR sold? Right. Okay. Yes. Right. And no. Okay. Yeah. So 64%. So the majority of us believe that Nichol Kessinger definitely knew that she sold Thrive patches. Or it's the way was it the way I worded the question, huh? Did NK really not know? Yeah, no, she really didn't. She really didn't, or she did, which I think that she did. So the answer should be no. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It was a trick question for you all. Maybe I shouldn't be writing questions for the SAT, right? Everybody's gonna fail. Um, yeah, she's trying to blame Shanann for controlling his mind with the patches. Exactly. Exactly. My four boys I'm like, "Oh my gosh." Like trying to read this. Yes, exactly. It's because yeah, she's trying to blame Shanann for controlling his mind with the patches, hide the faculty, or hide the fact that she was controlling him with putting her down. Exactly. Very well put. I agree 100%. Yeah. Wow, she knows everything, right? She knows everything. She even knows where Chris wore the patches. Oh, right here by the bicep tricep area, and then one on his back. And now she's talking about him wearing two. Oh, Chris told me you can only wear one, but he was doubling up. Doubling up the patches? Does that mean double the caffeine? Oh, please. Really? Chris was falling asleep. He was falling asleep while Nicole Kessinger was talking to him about their future plans. Oh, Chris, look at this wedding dress. Chris, isn't it pretty? Chris, wake up, Chris. Chris, wake up. Right? She's like, oh, God, he doesn't want to talk to me. So then she's like, okay, let me just go on eHarmony then. Oh, look, Chris, I got a date on eHarmony. And that's when Chris would wake up and be like, huh? Hmm, huh? Where am I? Right? She always had something to say about Chris. She just threw him under the bus straight up. She did not care. She's like, I'm going to save myself and I'm going to throw this guy under the bus. Mm, let's continue.
And now I know that there's also supplements that go with it. There's like a pill and like a morning shaker. There's like a lot of stuff that goes with it, but there's like a daily routine of like 3 or 4 items that you are supposed to take. Now, was he doubling up on those other items? I am not sure. I
Was
do
he
not know that.
do you know if he was following the complete routine?
As far as I know, he was following it. And he had told me that that is why he lost a bunch of weight. He said that the reason he lost so much weight was all because of Thrive. And then he said that at some point a few months ago, he had started getting stagnant with the weight loss. And so that is when he decided that he was going to start working out again. And that's when he decided he wanted to start eating healthy as well, because he was realizing that he'd like plateaued and he still wanted to continue with his fitness. But I think he was realizing like maybe a diet, like a healthy diet and exercise is what I need at this point. So that was the avenue that he was starting to go down, and he'd been going down by the time I met him. But he was still doing the Thrive on top of it.
Okay.
So the thing that caught my attention about this recently when I was thinking about it is the fact that I think maybe the reason he was doing the 2-a-days, and this is just speculation, is because it had like plateaued. So maybe he was doubling up because he thought it had plateaued.
God, I can't with Nicole. She's like, I don't know. This is just speculation, but I think he plateaued, and it's because he was trying to get his diet back, but he wasn't losing enough weight, so I think that's why he was doubling up. But that's just speculation. She keeps mentioning that Chris plateaued. Okay, and wasn't he losing a lot of weight? Didn't she just say, "Oh, you're so skinny"? Are you sure you're getting enough protein? Here, give me your phone. I need to check your macros. Here, give them to me. Yeah, no, Chris, you need to be eating 3 whole chicken breasts, okay? Every 2 minutes. All right, every 2 minutes. And make sure you go to Costco this weekend and you get yourself 3 whole rotisserie chickens just as a snack. All right, as a snack. Come on. This lady knows so much about his routine when it came to the fitness. But it's also the same woman that doesn't remember what she talked on the phone with for him for 111 minutes, right? How does this make any sense? She knows so much. Oh, the patch was here. It was 2 inches on his left bicep, just 2 inches below the trapezium, or what is it? The trapezius. I don't know, whatever, right? I don't know all the muscles in the body, right? But she knows exactly where this patch went on his body. Oh, he wore it on his temple to give him extra energy. His eye would start to spin. Yeah, no, just the left one. It would just spin like crazy because he would put the patch there, right? She knows everything about him, but she doesn't know anything about the 111-minute phone call. So interesting, right? Yeah, it's very interesting. See, these are all the things that have us all here wondering, what is Nicole Kessinger hiding? Because why is she lying about all of this? It's so crazy, right? Exactly. My fitness pal. Yeah, the macros. Yeah, Julie. Yeah, she plateaued, right? The way she says plateaued. Diana, I think Shanann was so much more than NK. Great personality, put her family first. Yeah, commented, yeah, how she loved Chris so much that he was there for her when she was sick. Yeah, yeah. Too bad he's sorry, what is it? Too bad he stared or he had it all. Exactly, exactly. He had it all with Shanann, and he traded it all for this lady that, I will say she gave him the trip of a lifetime, going to the sand dunes and all this other stuff and taking him to the Bandamere Speedway. But that was all just the beginning of the relationship. So, do I think that Nicole would have cooked for him the same way that Shanann did? No, I don't think so. Do we think that Nicole would have baked for him the same way that Shanann did? No, I don't think so. Right? I don't think that she is wifey material, right? Just to be honest. In my opinion, she's definitely not wifey material. But anyway, let's continue.
So the reason that this comes to my attention is because of his weight loss. So he lost 13 pounds in about 5 weeks. In fact, I can give you the dates. He lost 13 pounds from July 4th.
In fact, I can give you the dates, Kevin. Here, let me tell you exactly how much weight this man lost. Here, I can even give you the dates. July 4th. It's right here. It's already in our calendar, guys. His weight loss journey begins, right? July 4th. And interesting, right? Because July 4th was also the same day that Nichol Kessinger had a meltdown. It's also the same day that Nicole goes to Chris Watts' house after said meltdown, right? It's also the same day that she says, I don't remember where I went in through. The front door, maybe, the back door, the garage, the chimney. Maybe I dug a hole, right? I dug a hole like one of those cartel members, Pablo Escobar. I'm just like digging holes trying to get underneath, right? She doesn't even remember. But she does say that she went over his house and Chris was cooking chicken and carrots. Yeah, he was making chicken and carrots and I was helping him dial in his macros. All of that happened on July 4th. And here she is. She's giving him the dates. This is exactly when the weight loss journey started, Kevin. Wow.
To August 11th is how much weight he lost. Because July 4th was the day that I went to his house and sat down with him and asked him, how much do you weigh? And he asked me, can you just look at my macros and see how much protein people my size would usually eat and all that, and just asked me to glance at it. So that's why I went over there.
So that's when you say his house, that's his house in Frederick that he shared with Shanann.
Yes, that's the one that I told you guys I went to on the 4th, and that was why I went there, was to sit down with him that morning of the 4th and just discuss his goals, and again, I'm not a fitness trainer, so he already had an idea in mind. He was just asking me, can you just glance at this and tell me what you think, since you pay such close attention to these things. So anyways,
I'm going to ask you, I think I already asked you and we discussed this once, but July 4th was the first time you went to his house, and then I think you said the following Monday or Sunday was the second and final time you'd been to his home?
It was a Saturday, and I'll have to look it up. It was either hold on. Let me pull out a calendar. I really just want to,
the 14th.
That's July.
Nicole, it's the 14th.
And then that week, I think, and I will double check this, but I'm pretty sure, I know for a fact I was at his house on July 4th, and I think the second time I went to his house was Saturday the 14th.
Yes.
Okay.
She got it.
And those are, if I remember right.
She got it. She struggled there for a while. She's like, let me check. Hold on. I'm not really so sure. Let me just check. I think The first time I went was that day because I was helping him with his macros, and then I have to check, but I'm not really sure. I think it was the 14th. Yeah, she was right. She was definitely correct. Good job, Nicole. You got the right answer. Ding, 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 ding. Wow. Yeah, she finally got it right. She did go to his house on the 14th, but she also went to his house many other times. Look at that. NK pinged on another day. Look at that. She pinged on July 18th. And she also pinged on the 13th. So she pinged a total of 4 times: July 4th, July 14th, and what is the other one? July 18th and August 13th. So 4 days. She went to his house 4 different times. But she's trying to remember. I don't know. Was it the 14th? I can't really remember. Definitely this day because I helped him with his macros. But then I also think it was this day, but I'm not sure. I have to check. I need to double check, but I think the 14th. Yeah, it was the 14th. It's right here. It was after they went to the Shelby Car Museum. Yeah. Interesting. Right. It's so interesting how she's wasting CBI's time. Exactly, Laurel. Yeah. That's all she's doing is wasting time. Yeah, she checked her mistress calendar. Neffy. That's Hold on, Kevin. Let me just check my mistress calendar. Oh no, that's not it. No, that's my fitness app. No, it's not that one. Let me check. Okay, these are all the men from eHarmony. Nope. Okay, these are all the men from Farmers Only. No, not that one. Christian Mingle. Here it is. Okay, these are all the men in Frederick, Colorado. Okay, so the 14th, right? She had to make sure because she wrote it all down. It's so insane. It's so insane. Right? But she remembers. She remembers the exact dates that Chris lost weight. The other one was, oh, he lost weight up until the 11th. And guess what, guys? We already have it in the calendar. It's right here in the blue. Chris Watts, his weight loss journey ends. Oh, so unfortunate. Yeah, that's because he gets arrested like an idiot. Oh my goodness. I don't drink hard liquor, but I really want a stiff one now. She's hurting my soul. Oh my goodness. Oh man, that's funny. I feel the same way. All right, I feel the exact same way. You know, I can't even have any type of alcohol until my head and eyeball are okay. But I feel the same way. I'm like, why is this lady constantly lying? Oh my God. uh, the last time I went to his house was August 13th. Yeah, when I helped get rid of his family. Yeah, that's exactly what she should have said. Anyway, let's continue.
You only had been there 2 times, right?
Yeah, like I didn't want to go back. After that second time that I was there, it was like, I don't want to be at this house. Like, if you want to hang out, come to my house. So the 14th was the last time I was there.
Okay.
Oh, please.
So back to this, so the Thrive thing. So I was like,
Did you guys realize how quickly she turned it back? She's like, yeah, yeah, I was there 2 days. The 14th was the last time I was there. But anyway, let's get back to the Thrive, right? Notice how she did that. She's getting nervous that they're talking about dates that she visited Chris. And as soon as the conversation pops up and Kevin asks her, so those are the only 2 days you went, right? She's like, yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the other thing though, right? Because again, I think that she's paranoid. I think that she gets really anxious anytime that Kevin is able to connect the dots here and there, right? So that now he's asking her for specifics. These 2 days were the only days you went, right? And she's like, yeah. Even the answer wasn't really all that concrete, right? She said, yeah. She didn't say, no, yeah, for sure. It was only those 2 days on on the 4th and the 14th. And then she changes the subject yet again. She's like, let's talk about the other thing though. Let's go back to Thrive and let's go back to blaming the victim for the things that happened to her, right? Oh, it's so disgusting. It's disgusting, but it's also very impressive how she does this. Let's continue.
kind of of concerned that he was losing so much weight, but I also wasn't because he was like kind of fine tuning his diet. But it was enough for me to look at it. Because I was like, well, I mean, it wasn't like a severe weight loss, but it was kind of fast. So I was like, okay, well, are you getting enough calories? What's going on? And I couldn't figure it out because I was looking at what he was eating, and it was like healthy proteins and vegetables, and he was eating a decent amount of food. And I'm just like, how is this man losing so much weight? And then I started thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, oh my God, it's because he was like doubling up on all the Thrive stuff, and he was starting to eat really healthy. So that, I think, is
So
where
did
the
you
weight
see a
loss
change
comes
in?
from.
What? What? She's talking and wasting time because she's talking about his fitness routine and his diet. And I was just really trying to dial it in for him. I'm really trying to just make sure that the macros are right where he wants them. And then she's like, he was losing so much weight. And then you hear that voice, right? You hear her inflection. She goes up, she goes down. She's really fast. He was eating so much food. And I just didn't know what was going on. And oh my God, he was just losing so much weight. And right? She is all over the place talking about his weight loss as if anybody cares. Nobody cares. Kevin doesn't care. He's not off to become a personal trainer. He doesn't give a shit. But Nichol Kessinger will not be quiet about this diet and the weight loss. This is the stuff that she remembers, really? She said that she was sitting there thinking, "Oh my God, is this why Chris ended up looking like Skeletor? Oh my God, it's because of those patches he was wearing too. Oh, he was doubling up. No wonder he looked like the Crypt Keeper. Come on." Again, she's deflecting, right? She's deflecting. Anyway, let's continue.
Because I was like, well, I mean, it wasn't like a severe weight loss, but it was kind of fast. So I was like, okay, well, are you getting enough calories? What's going on? And I couldn't figure it out because I was looking at what he was eating, and it was like healthy proteins and vegetables, and he was eating a decent amount of food. And I'm just like, how is this man losing so much weight? And then I started thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, oh my God, it's because he was like doubling up on all the Thrive stuff, and he was starting to eat really healthy. So that, I think, is
So
where
did
the
you
weight
see a
loss comes
change in
from.
him?
Oh my God. She goes, oh my God. Is this why he was losing so much weight? Oh my God.
Personally during that
Wow.
time from July 4th, or pardon me, July 4th to August 11th when he lost that kind of weight?
What did you say? What was the question you asked me prior to that?
Did you see a lot of change in him? Like, not physical change, but was his personality different, or was it just the weight loss?
No, it was just the weight loss. Like,
Okay.
I didn't think he was any different. But this is the one thing that I wanted to point out to you guys, was that he was always this way. I just want to state that right now. Like, this was not something that started at any certain point. But from the first time that we started hanging out, he always had a ridiculous amount of energy. And it wasn't that he was like super high strung and bouncing off the walls. It was that he could stay up. He like didn't need to sleep. And he was always that way. Like, when we would hang out, oh my God, I would try to get him to go to bed at like 10 o'clock every night. I'm like, if you're going to stay here, you need to go to bed at like 10 because I have to get up and go to work in the morning, and so do you. And he would keep me up like every night. And we usually, I would say, I mean, it kind of fluctuated, but typically I would say that we went to bed somewhere, when he stayed the night at my house on those nights, somewhere between 11 o'clock and midnight every night. And it used to bug me because it was like, I was so tired.
What time did you
I want to go
wake?
to bed.
What time did you usually wake up?
It kind of depended on the day and what I had going on at work, but I would say in between 4:30 and 5 is like a pretty accurate assumption of when I'm supposed to get up for work.
Okay.
Between 4:30 and 5 is a pretty accurate assumption? Is that really what she said? Between 4 and 5 is an accurate assumption? So she's assuming that she wakes up at 4:30 and 5? And I think a lot of it is also a lie, right? She's lying. She's saying, "Oh, he would keep me up all night because he was so wired. He had so much energy, all of this caffeine." But yet she also does say that Chris would fall asleep while she was talking to him. She's literally having this full blown conversation with Chris, and he is already dozing off. He's like, "Mm-hmm. Yeah, the dead sea squirrels, the squirrels, yeah. I'm sorry, are the squirrels at the zoo? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, what? You want me to buy them for you at the museum? Okay. Right? He's literally falling asleep as Nicole Kessinger is talking to him. He or she's saying, "Oh no, he was always awake. I'm the one who was falling asleep. I'm the one who had to get up and go to work the next morning." So which is it? It can be both. Or was he falling asleep on the days that he wasn't wearing his patches? Oh, is that when it was happening? No. Right? All of it is a contradiction, in my opinion. All of it is a contradiction. What do you guys think? Yeah, she knows the routine inside and out. Exactly. So full of contradictions. I stay up past 11 every night and I'm 45. Is it really that late? Exactly, Julie. Julie, I was about to say this too. Yeah, like how is 11 to midnight late? Like, come on. No, it isn't. She was 30 at the time. Chris was 33 and they can't stay up till 11 at night. I mean, come on. She's like, "Oh, we have a curfew here, Chris. Everyone goes to bed at 10. Okay, so if you're going to stay here with me, you need to go to bed at 10 cuz I get up for work." And then she doesn't remember. "Oh, I don't know. I get up at 4:30 or 5. I'm assuming, maybe." It's not an assumption if you know exactly what time you get up. Like, really? Her choice of words are very interesting.
All right.
So, I mean, and then so what I would do is I would go to work all day, and then when I would get off work, I would sleep. I would go home and nap, and my naps varied in time. Sometimes it was a half an hour, sometimes it was like an hour and a half. It was like whatever my body needed. And then I would get up, and I would go to the gym, and then after I got back from the gym, he would come over my house, and it would be the same thing where it was like he would keep me up. And I will tell you, without those naps, there's no way I would have been able to keep up with him. No
Okay.
way.
Is she okay? Isn't she into fitness and all? And she's saying that she had to go home and take a nap. I was so sleepy. She says, "Every day after work, I need to go home and take a nap. However long, sometimes 30 minutes, sometimes an hour, sometimes an hour and a half, whatever my body needs." And I couldn't keep up with him without my naps. What is she, 120 years old? Like, how many naps does this lady need? She was 30 and fit and healthy and energized. Yet she's saying that she needed naps to be able to keep up with the guy that is falling asleep while she's talking to him. Contradiction, yet again. Come on, right? My house. Yeah, exactly. A nap. Viva. Yes, he would come back to my house and we would take a nap, right? The way that she's saying, "I was napping. I had to nap. It's whatever my body needs," right? Yes, exactly. Beeswax. This helps with what, right? How is this helping the investigation? Let's go back to that. Please let us know how this useless information helps with the investigation. It doesn't, right? It does not. She wants to say that he was wearing her out. Yeah. I mean, hey, when you're playing Twister that many days a week and that many times in a day, of course you're going to be worn out. All kinds of different twisters, right? She's playing three-way twister, back end twister, mobile twister, face twister, right? All kinds of twister. So, of course, she's going to be wanting a nap after that. I mean, they're going like bunnies for the first week that they were together. So, of course, she's tired. But again, I don't believe her. I don't actually believe that she was so tired that, "Oh my God, I just need to take a nap." No, I think it was the other way around. I think it was Chris who was the one that was running out of energy. And she's the one that is like, "Chris, wake up. We need another twister, round 4. I already cleaned up the mat. It's already good to go. Come on, wake up." Slapping him in the temple, right? Just Chris is like, "Oh, well, what's going on?" Boops, imagine her going from that lifestyle of daily naps, yeah, perfect diet, and all the time in the world to work out. Yeah, going to being a stepmom of 3 kids. Yeah, that's why divorce was never an option. Exactly, Boops. Thank you for bringing that up. Exactly. Yeah, she's not gonna give up her freedom. She's not gonna give up going to the gym every single day doing core. I have back and buys today. It's back and buys. Core and tricep tomorrow, right? She's not gonna give all that up to become a stepmom to 3 kids and her own kids and go home and cook for Chris and be a trad wife. No, she's definitely not about that life. I don't think so, not at all. From everything that she has demonstrated, she is not wifey material and she's definitely not a traditional wife. Man, you guys have such great insights. Thank you so much. I'm surprised that she was even able to stand up. But then again, it's Chris Voss with his mini magnums. Exactly. Yeah, his Trojan micros, right? Oh man, Trojan mini, right? It's all the little minis, right? You just see them all like the little condoms are so little. They're like, hee hee, hello, hello, right? They're just popping up. I can even imagine what the ad would look like for Trojan micros. Trojan micros. You just see them. Hello. If you can picture that, of course. Yeah, she needed the twister to get him to buy a 3-car garage house for her. Exactly. Yes. Oh man, you guys are so fun. All right, let's continue.
Right. And another thing about that too, and he was always like that, always. And it used to I could tell like his body wanted to sleep, but like his mind couldn't sleep. And the reason that I say that is because he sometimes I would see him, like he would keep me up. So I'd be like, all right, well, like let's watch a movie, if you want to hang out. And so we'd be up and I'd see him like doze off and then like wake right back up and like doze off and wake right back up.
Okay.
And there was a few times that we were having a conversation and he would be talking to me. Kevin, he would like fall asleep mid-sentence and wake up, like snap. Yeah, and he would like snap out of it like 5 or 10 seconds later and keep talking right where he left off.
That's weird.
Yeah, it always like
What? What is happening here? The woman needs a drink of water. Somebody please bring her a chair, bring her a nice, a cold towel to put around her head because she is hyperventilating. What is going on here? She's claiming that Chris would fall asleep mid-sentence. Oh, they're having a full-on conversation. Oh, Nikki, I love the Bandamere Speedway. Oh, it's so beautiful. Uh-huh, yeah, and the sand dune's so fun. I really want to go back with you there because it was just yeah, oh my God, the cars at the Shelby Museum. I really like the red one. That one was so pretty. I want to be able to get you. Yeah, how much are the squirrels again? Are they $2,000? I think I can probably gather enough gift cards to be able to buy them for you. That's what Nicole is saying. That he would just stop mid-sentence because he was falling asleep, dozing off. So absolutely ridiculous. Let's go ahead and listen to it again because she's all over the place here. Let's go ahead and listen.
Sometimes I would see him, like he would keep me up. So I'd be like, all right, well, like let's watch a movie, if you want to hang out. And so we'd be up and I'd see him like doze off and then like wake right back up and like doze off and wake right back up.
Okay.
And there was a few times that we were having a conversation and he would be talking to me. Kevin, he would like fall asleep mid-sentence and wake up, like snap. Yeah, and he would like snap out of it like 5 or 10 seconds later and keep talking right where he left off.
That's weird.
Yeah, it always like blew my mind. I was like, this guy must really like me if he is like avoiding sleep to be with me.
Oh my God. She is so conceited, right? She is so cocky, conceited. She really does believe that she's a breath of fresh air. Notice, she can't even help herself. She's like, "This guy must really be into me, Kevin. Oh my God, let me tell you, this man, oh my God, he was so obsessed. There's no way. I mean, he just wanted to stay awake because he just loved me so much. I mean, I am a fucking amazing woman after all. Breath of fresh air. So I definitely understand him. It's like she can't help herself. She has to throw in there that Chris just couldn't keep his hands off of her. And oh my God, I must be that incredible that the man doesn't even want to fall asleep. Come on. Really? Is she really going there? This is so it's just gross. It's gross and unbelievable. It's really unbelievable because she's saying this to a CBI agent, right? Not a friend, not a neighbor, not her dad, a CBI agent, someone who's looking into the case. And she's like, "Yeah, I think he was so into me. And that's because he didn't want to fall asleep." Wow. Let's listen to that again.
Kevin, he would like fall asleep mid-sentence and wake up, like snap. Yeah, and he would like snap out of it like 5 or 10 seconds later and keep talking right where he left off.
That's weird.
Yeah, it always like blew my mind. I was like, this guy must really like me if he is like avoiding sleep to be with me. And it,
Oh, come on. No one's going to avoid sleep to be with you, Nicole. Be so for real, girl. Come on, sis. Get it together. No one is going to be avoiding sleep to be with someone. I mean, let's be so for real right now. I love my cats to death. Okay, I would do anything for them. I'm not avoiding sleep to spend an extra 2 or 3 hours awake. No, I need my sleep. Okay, I gotta sleep. I have things to do, and now I have to heal my brain and my eyeball. So no, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh my God, this person is so amazing. I'm gonna avoid sleep." But hey, who knows? Maybe there's people out there that do that. It's not me though. And I don't think many normal people do this either. Unless you have a really strange obsession with someone that is borderline toxic and creepy, then I don't really see anybody avoiding sleep to be with someone. Just go to sleep. You're going to wake up next to them anyway. Like, you know, it's not that big of a deal, right? You guys let me know. Uh Probably can't sleep because her voice is so fucking grating. Hey Chris, right? She's like, "Hey Chris, look at these dead sea squirrels." And he's like, "Oh God, who's got the lawnmower on?" It's like, no, that's just Nicole, right? That's just her voice. That's exactly why Chris can't sleep. Potatoes don't need sleep. Oh man. Yeah, her voice is worse than scratching the nails down the chalkboard. Exactly. Oh man. All right, let's continue.
it was like, I couldn't do it. Like, I napped probably almost every single day after I hung out with him.
Right. Okay.
Honestly, it was almost, it was like he was on speed.
So you think the Thrive thing contributed to that, or at least his own drive for losing weight and getting in shape, and maybe his attraction to you drove him, because you're pretty physically fit and he was kind of motivated by that. I think, remember you saying that earlier, that you were trying to help him get in better shape.
Well, and I mean, he was already in good physical shape, and he was already taking care of his health and his diet in the gym. I just think he was like, hey, since you're already in this live a healthy lifestyle, would you be willing to just give me some input? Maybe I can fine tune it.
But do you think that was some of the motivation for him?
Maybe I can fine tune it, she says. Oh, he was already fit. He already had a nice body. I told my friend Charlotte about it. Oh, he's so ripped. But I just needed to fine tune it for him. And he asked me, Kevin, because, I'm just so physically fit. I'm part of the fitness community, as you may know. 24-hour fitness. Yeah, that's where I go if you're wondering. But anyway, yeah, he was just asking me to dial it in for him because I'm just part of the community. Oh my goodness. Too much is being said here. It is so absolutely absurd. It's ridiculous. She's just like, yeah, Tootsie said earlier, diarrhea of the mouth. That is all we hear from Nichol Kessinger in these two phone interviews that she's having with Kevin Koback. And I really thought that we were going to get to the point that I wanted to get to, which is the sand dunes. You know, she's asked about how many days were you camping? And she's like, I don't know. I don't really remember. Maybe more than one, less than three. Right. We didn't get to it, but it is this phone call now that I remember. It's all the way at the end. So we are definitely going to continue this one tomorrow. Okay. Yes, we're going to have a live. Tomorrow's Saturday, right? Yeah, it is. Yay. Okay. Yeah. We're going to have a live stream tomorrow, guys, on Saturday. So, yeah, why not? Why not? Of course, if I'm definitely, if I'm feeling better after this live stream today, which I will say I'm feeling a little better. I think because I've been wearing these sunglasses the entire time. But yeah, we're going to pick right back up where we left off tomorrow. And I think we should be able to finish it all tomorrow because I want to get to that point where she's asked about the sand dunes because the whole thing is just very, very strange. And given that I just got back from the sand dunes, luckily, right? Luckily, I got back safely. Maybe not all that sound, but I got back safely. I do want to talk about the sand dunes and why she is avoiding that question, why she seems to have an issue answering, why she doesn't remember, right? And so I want to just hear from you guys why you think that is. So let's go ahead and just end the poll here. Sorry for the trick question, you guys. I should have worded it differently. But yes, the correct answer is no. I'm joking. There's no correct answer. Obviously, this is just opinion. Eric Isa, thank you so much. Aw, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Let's celebrate, Eric. Let's celebrate. Thank you, Eric. Woo! Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Yes, guys, please, please, please do. If you haven't done so yet, go ahead and like this live stream. And if this is your first time watching, welcome, welcome to Rabbit Hole Rocks. Welcome to the community. And yes, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pick this up tomorrow. What time do we want to do? As we know, I usually take my Saturdays off, but given that I'm still not okay to drive, I can't go scouting tomorrow. I usually do my scoutings on the weekend, right? Because I work on the channel during the week, but I can't drive, so I can't go anywhere for our documentary scouting. So we'll have a live stream tomorrow. You guys let me know. What time do you guys want to do it? I know it's Saturday. I know there's, the World Cup is going on. Everyone's like, yay, soccer, right? Oh, football, right? So, hey, if you guys want, right, I'll be here, right? I'll still be here. I'll do a live stream tomorrow. We can do it at whatever time you guys want. Um, if we want, we can still do it at 12 p.m. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lindsay. Yeah, I am. I'm definitely feeling better. Yeah, same time works? All right, awesome. Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, I know that like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on and I know it's a Saturday, but since I can't go out, I want to hang out with you guys and for all of my patrons, right? All of my members on Patreon, starting hopefully tomorrow, right after I'm done with this ophthalmologist appointment, I'm gonna start posting all of the videos and all of the extended footage and everything for Patreon, and then also, you know what? I now remembered we were supposed to have our first live stream on Patreon today, so we're gonna go ahead and postpone that. I will let everybody know we're still gonna have one, but I'm gonna postpone it because we were supposed to have one today. Of course, I completely forgot about it because the whole week has been so screwed up. We were supposed to have a live stream. That's not gonna happen, but I'm gonna go ahead and maybe on Tuesday. So I'll let you all know, and you'll see more posts on Patreon. And then for my members, I owe you a members only video and a members only live stream. So we'll have to figure that out as well. So a few things to figure out, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all gonna be done. So no worries, no worries. I'm working all day at my other job. Aw. All right. Yeah, no worries, Eric. Yeah, I know, right? Saturdays are a little weird. I usually don't work Saturdays, but um yeah, we just got to make a few changes. But yeah, thank you guys so much. here before I leave. I know I'm just like rambling at this point. Okay, let's go ahead and check. Just want to make sure that we got everybody. Thank you guys so much. Lucky, thank you. And say hi to Roly Poly for me, please. Oh, he's so cute. Karen, thank you so much. And Eric Isa, thank you so, so much, you guys. And then I want to check all the other ones. There we go. These are the ones I miss all the time. Amy, oh, these are hard. I can't really see now. Okay, Amy, thank you. Tiger, thank you so much. Ratitude, thank you so much for the jewels. Tiger again. Matt, thank you so much. Oh my God, look at me. I look so ridiculous. Hello, guys. Hi. I know this is better. And oh, look, a soccer trophy. Yay, World Cup. And then Tiger again. Thank you guys so, so much. I love and appreciate every single one of you. Every single one of you. You guys are amazing. You guys keep me going and you guys make me feel so much better just sitting here and roasting these people and talking about the case, of course. So all right, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for joining today's live stream. Thank you so much to my moderators and my subscribers, my members. Love you all. Thank you to everybody. Please take care of yourselves and I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. Don't overdo it if you don't. Aw, just Josie. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, yeah, but I definitely, I still owe you guys all of these things. We're just gonna have to postpone them and move them around a little bit. So yeah, just bear with me. Just bear with me. We're still gonna get it done, but it's just gonna be a little weird here for the few weeks. Anyway, love you all. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Bye. Yeah, shout out to the mod.